We have some drama with people cheating the Scarlet skin on the global server since it's not yet on China, and this is mostly Chinese bros basically scamming shift up, getting the game, cheating for the skin, and then refunding the game, rinse and repeat selling these codes. Now, couple things really important before we go into this. I am going to assume, and I don't know, that these accounts will get banned. And I'm saying this because please don't buy a random code for $5 for the skin. If you buy the codes for cheaper, which I don't care, like if you have a friend who's not gonna play the game and he wants to sell you the game or the code for 10 bucks, that's fine, I don't care. But buy it from someone you know. Don't buy these things from people you don't know, because you could be losing an account you've been investing for 1 year, 2 years, 2.5, almost 3 years at this point, right? So please don't be stupid, all right? Don't be stupid. Buy, if you're gonna be buying this of someone else, do it from someone you know rather than a Chinese bro. So before we go into this, as usual, hello there, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, Scarlet skin, how they are scamming it, and a little bit on the current state of the CN version, what's going on, why CN bros are complaining, and we'll see if they get some changes or not. And also, so I can show you guys the solo raid teams, because they are pretty funny to see the difference in meta, right, considering how limited the roster is here versus global. I think that's everything we need to talk about. If there's anything else, we'll go through it as well. That said, leave a like, subscribe, have a look at the channel, and let's get started directly. First, of course, with this, aka people basically refunding the game and getting these skins for free. How are they cheating? What they are doing is using tools like Cheat Engine, for example. For those of you who don't know, most gacha games are client-side for the gameplay. The only server-side stuff to make it lighter, to make it cheap to maintain, and 1,000 different reasons, is of course the results, the calculations, some of them, and overall your rewards. But when it comes to the gameplay itself, it's really easy to cheat in gacha games. That's why you will see always cheated in most gacha games. You will see people always cheating in PvP, in the case of NIKKE, in solo raids, in co-op, in union raids, on special interception and anomaly, etc. I will make a video on this probably today or tomorrow as well, because it's pretty interesting to go through the anomaly interception results. But it's pretty easy to cheat because you can give yourself infinite HP, infinite ammo, whatever you want. You can also accelerate the game, so make it run twice as fast, 4 times as fast. And people are using this because Stellar Blade has an issue, and well, this is coming from Shift Up. For some reason, if you put the game at twice the speed with Cheat Engine, right, the game will also count in-game time twice as fast. In-game time, not Steam play time, not anything, but the in-game time. So the 2 hours you are playing to unlock the skin actually will be more like 10-20 minutes if you are fast enough, and depending how fast you are playing and how much you are changing the game. Meaning people are getting the game, accelerating the time, playing for 20-30 minutes, getting the skin code, and then refunding the game, rinse and repeat, and selling these codes for cheap. So that's what they are doing as of right now, and that's basically how they are making money, some CM bros right now. Now, like I said in here, I think it's obvious, but you should not be buying this just in case. I don't care, I'm not here to defend Shift Up, I don't care. If you want to buy the codes off of someone you know, do it exclusively from people you trust, at least, so you are not at risk of losing your account. Because when we're talking about a live service title you've been playing for years, risking it just for a skin, for a cosmetic that you wanted to get for cheaper, feels stupid, right? Again, to me it feels stupid. That said, that's everything about the Chinese skin drama going on right now. And also, do let me know how many of you that got the Scarlet skin got it with the Stellar Blade versus buying it in-game. I'm curious to see how many people are actually playing exclusively on phone, right? From our community, how many people just play on their phones and prefer to buy the gacha skin rather than get the Stellar Blade because they cannot play, right? That's it about this situation. That's everything for this. Let's move a little bit about why the CM bros are complaining right now, even though the game still has a really good score on Bilibili, as you can see, on an 8.5 at the moment. CM bros are complaining because right now we have the Dorothy banner, which is giving you a free single per day, and in 2 days we're getting the Modernia banner. She's called Divine Punishment here, not Dorothy, not Modernia, by the way. But this banner will give you a multi for free every single day, so another 100 pulls for free that the CM bros are getting. I said this multiple times, I think the difference in versions, or sorry, the difference on pool income, I believe it can be justified. This game, the first banner they got, or the second banner, sorry, is a double pilgrim banner, in contrast to global. I don't mind that much because they're getting a lot more characters in one go. I do care about the differences in quality of life, exclusive skins, etc. And I think that should be equal for everyone. But that's a topic for another day, I guess. But back to the topic, CM Bros are complaining because these free singles do not give gold tickets, and they are actually being pretty vocal about disliking this a lot. Now, we did complain back in the day that the gold tickets didn't give mileage, but we never got any answer from ShiftUp because clearly they didn't get enough. But it would be interesting to see if the Chinese bros complain enough if they change that. But at least if they change it on the Chinese version, because if they change on the Chinese version, it means it can be changed as well on global. And I know people will be using the same excuse as always, right? This version is not run by ShiftUp. Whatever floats your boat, guys. Hey, if that's the excuse you want to use, good for you. I'm not here to argue. If you love ShiftUp that much, go ahead. But it will be interesting to see if they actually change that or not, and if they will also apply this to global long term. When it comes to the skins and the quality of life, right now the only thing we've gotten was improved loading times, which is really appreciated, credit where credit is due, and also the private skin. There is still another 3 skins and a lot of quality of life they haven't even mentioned. I think it's a step on the right direction. At least we know the private skin is coming. We know the loading times are going to be improved even further. But the rest of the stuff is like, okay, are we going to talk about this at any point? Are we going to like mention it on a developer note maybe in the future? Or it's just completely ignored and we just have to pray to the gods, right? The almighty God that we actually get this or not. We'll see. All that jumping though, let me show you guys some of the teams people are using in solo raid right now in CN because it's pretty funny to compare it with global. For those of you who don't know, I will be trying for 1% because the rewards for 1% are actually the animated frame. You only get the animated frame, as you can see here, for 1%. After 1% is the normal banner. So this icon right here means that it's animated, and then this is the normal third frame. Hopefully we can get the 1%, we'll see, because our teams are not that good. But as you can see, the highest score is 4.3 and the top 50 right now is 3.3. It's pretty funny to see the teams in contrast to global, because there is a lot of SRs, there's a lot of shit characters, there is nothing else. So you have to use these characters. Now there is a couple of teams that are a staple already in here, even from global. The first one being the fast reload with Admi and Private, right? Fast reload team, pretty simple. People are even using Doro in here because she's still pretty good. And then also the Snow White team. I do not have a Snow White, so I am kind of concerned as to how I'll do, because I can't use this team, right? I can't use this team with a fast reload with Alice, Maxwell, Doro, and the other 2 girls. That's fine. I cannot, for example, use this team. I do not have Ruby, I do not have Breed, I do not have Arran, so I need to put another 2 DPSs in there and see if my Pepper will be enough to sustain, because you actually need heals on this team. And same here, I do not have Sugar, I don't have Isabel, I do have Diesel and a 102 and a Pinel. I could be using probably something like Drake instead. I do have Drake, and see if I have another shotgun to be buffing them. But there is like a lot of characters that I just really hard to get by. Oh, this team, for example, I could be using this as well as one of my teams with Drake here. But yeah, the roster is quite limited. As you can see, this is like the top one has already a bunch of Core 7s, a lot of Pilgrims with Core 3, a Scarlet LD1, a Snow White LD2. They are spending heavily already for the first raid, people going for the Core 7 Doro, etc. So the teams are pretty funny to see. I don't know if I'll be able to get the 1%. I hope so, because I would like to see the animated frames. But I'm pretty sure Tarsis should be able to keep the 1%. I'll be showing that on his account in case we cannot get that score. That's everything basically that I wanted to show a little bit today, with the cheating Scarlet, with people complaining on the Chinese server, and of course the solo raid teams. All that jumping aside, that's gonna be for this video. As usual, we are live every day. Feel free to drop by link in the description down below. Good luck with your pool generates, and I'll see you in the next one.